So going into the first game day, I wasn't surprised that I qualified. I was grateful that I did, but I qualified on the first game day last year, so I was pretty confident going into it, but I was still happy with the results. 4 hours of playing seriously is a lot mentally, so I definitely didn't want to have to go through that again on current gen, so I was relieved more than anything that I qualified.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. MP is out there with ball, and it's Levine in at the small forward. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they find ways to score.
The pass to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 27 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Trent. 7 points in the game. Doesn't go for him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Ball, the pass to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 30 points for MP.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Flynn against MP. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Bulls. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
Here's Trent. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Ball.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
MP's shot is good.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Barnes passes to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Three-pointer. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket by MP.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Flynn. He's got 6. Inside, here's Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Barnes has got 6 points.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical, and he's explosive.
MP nails the 16-footer.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Now here's Flynn. Trent outside. Over Williams. Offensive rebound.
Look at the effort from Pascal Siakam on the offensive glass, keeping that play alive and finishing it.
Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Siakam misses. Bulls have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. It's good. MP's got 44.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working. Keep going to it.
Flynn against MP. Now here's Boucher. 8 points his last outing. Williams against Trent. Over Williams. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget. Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Achua's got his second bucket of the night.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. MP, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Porter kicks to Barnes. Back to Porter. Launches it. And no good that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Van Vliet. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Bulls. Dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Bulls running away with this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at him. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. And Chicago also making a switch. MP's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Porter against Levine. Pass to Van Vliet. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 8.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap. here in this second half.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Siakam is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Trent outside. Pass to Porter. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Flynn's checked in for the Raptors. Outside, Porter. Back to Flynn. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Toronto with the ball. Flynn with it. Now defended by MP. And the dunk by Boucher.
This is how powerful Boucher can be, showing no mercy to the rim.
Here's MP. Yep, it counts. MP's got 53.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still. Going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Pass to Porter. 5 on the clock. Over LaVine. Porter, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
The Raptors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose, and the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And Toronto making a change here. Achua's checked in. Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. Alex Caruso comes in for Ball. Flynn with it. Now guarded by Vucevic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Bulls making a switch here. Green's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
got a piece of it and stolen by NP. It's good. MP's got 59 points.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
The pass to Boucher. Now here's Achua, guarded by Green. Here's Benton. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And, yep, another basket.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. That's tipped. And here is Flynn. 6 points for him. And the shot goes in. Flynn's got 8 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Over in the corner, Caruso. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Boucher. 7 points in the game. 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Raptors have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Flynn. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And a deep 3 from MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Banton. Passes it to Birch. Outside Flynn. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
The 3 from MP. Kept alive. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. White, he's checked in. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now Dragic. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dragic is out there with MP. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Green. And it's Bradley in at the 4 slot. Clock at 6. MP. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
Outside Porter. Trent up top. Siakam trying to free himself up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, a few guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr. He can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jay, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble. They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
He has been in this league since 2009. Goran Dragic has seen it all, and that experience is vital at the point guard position.
And the Raptors making a change here. Flynn's checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic. The Raptors shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Outside Flynn. Hernan Gomez against Green. Flynn with it. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Boy, was it amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
MP outside. Outside, Green. Pass to MP. Beyond the arc. And got it! Another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Back to Flynn. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Young dishes to Flynn. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Young. Outside Flynn. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense, and you in particular couldn't miss. What was the key to your performance tonight?
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we all play together. Man, when we look to take that extra pass, we're a hard team to defend.
Well, you were having a lot of success individually. Did you see something in their defense?
You know, man, I think it's just my teammates looking for me to get the ball in places where I can convert, you know? Nothing too crazy.
Right on. Thank you, man.
No doubt.
My MVP for qualifying was definitely the Pink Diamond Kevin Garnett, because he was really good defensively at the center position, because he was fast and he got good interior defense, so he could get stops in the paint, and he could hit wide open jumpers. So he was definitely my MVP for that day. So going into the next game days, my strategy is pretty much just try and qualify for next gen. Trying to get a top 4 seed on that one. It's a real competitive gen, so I'm just looking to keep getting better at that while also staying.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates. He's checked in for Chicago. Raptors also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Barnes. Hernan Gomez comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Fred VanVleet. Achua is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 slot. Back to Flynn. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. Javonte Green comes in for Ball. VanVleet outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. VanVleet kicks to Hernan Gomez. Outside Flynn. From downtown, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Bulls making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Bulls trail by 5. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And there's the pass to Birch. Knocks it loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, I did speak with Toronto's head coach. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. Thinks they'll just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Sounds like they're going to do what they can to get this offense rolling.
Yeah, they'd like to get out to a fast start, establish a little bit of rhythm and pace right up front.
Yeah, I think if they can come out and dictate the tempo, that's to their advantage.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Outside Flynn. Back to VanVleet. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Raptors leading by 5. Here's Hernan Gomez. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Zach LaVine. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He misses the free throw. He's off on the second. And so Green will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Hernangomez passes to Flynn. Second chance shot. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Zach LaVine. And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 3. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Birch. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Boucher's shot is off. Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. They get the rebound. They kick it out to Green. MP outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And 11 points for MP.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Passes to Hernangomez. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Green dishes to MP. Shoots the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
MP against Flynn. To halt the run. 6 to shoot. Boucher. And again, Toronto no up. The Bulls leading by 3. Caruso with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's MP. The shot, no good. And stolen by Drummond. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And hope you... For the Bulls. Drummond's checked in for Williams. Lean comes in for Dosunmu. And MP subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Raptors also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Young comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Flynn. So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Achua is out there with Young. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
the son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Green comes in for Vucevic, and it's Alex Caruso in for DeMar DeRozan. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Here's Barnes. And no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Barnes. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, you can't teach size, just the old expression, and Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Trent passes to Barnes. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So it's Chicago now. Trent finds Barnes. Back to Trent. Pass to Achua. And here is Barnes. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barnes has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. MP's really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. And then for Toronto, Ken Burge is checked in for Achua. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Trent against Caruso. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. It works out well for him with a trip to the foul line. He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Good on the second free throw. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And Drummond kicks to MP. And the Bulls, another 3.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now the pass to Barnes. And they'll get another chance. Birch finds Trent. For 3, Van Vliet. That one, no good. Good defense by MP.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Trent passes to Birch. Now Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Boucher. And again, no good by Toronto. The Bulls leading by 7. And here is MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And stolen by Williams. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. MP passes to Drummond. He kicks it to Levine. MP looking around.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Chicago, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Trent. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter passes to Van Vliet. They need this. Caruso grabs the miss. A 3 from MP. They get it again. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
That'll do it for the first half. The Bulls on top, up by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We'll find out if this game he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosumu comes in for Ball. Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Young comes in for Scotty Barnes. They've got Drummond. MP is out there with Dosumu. And it's Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Raptors trail by 17. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Trent outside. On the wing, Porter. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
The first one falls. Chicago making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And then for Toronto, Ken Birch is checked in for Achua. Chris Boucher comes in for Young. And it's Scotty Barnes in for Trent. And so here's Toronto, trailing by 19. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. That one goes in. 17 points for DeMar DeRozan. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Porter against Caruso. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Stolen by Van Vliet. Poked loose. Kicks it to Porter. Pass to Birch. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Birch.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. So he gets them both. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Toronto's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Porter passes to Barnes. Shoots over Caruso. Barnes can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 23. The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Outside Porter from deep. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Toronto. Banton's checked in, and Flynn subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Boucher passes to Barnes. Shoots over Caruso, and that one's good. Barnes has got 13.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's MP, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. 51 seconds left in the third. Flynn the pass to Banton. Barnes looking around. 2 points. That one goes. Barnes has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Boucher in the post. Headed by Green.
Well, at 6'9", despite the lean frame, Boucher very capable scoring on the interior. Draws the defense's hand right there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And MP with the basket on the assist by Green. MP's got 54 points. Barnes outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. They've got Kem Birch, and it's Flynn in at the point. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls. Flynn kicks to Hernan Gomez. They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. It's blocked. They retain possession. White dishes to MP. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Passes it to Banton. Now Flynn. Bradley with some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Raptor shooting here about 46% for the game. To the inside, Birch. And again, no good by Toronto.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
MP up top. Hernan Gomez covering, and the basket by MP.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Tipped away and stolen by MP. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And there's Green on the assist by MP. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Pass to Banton. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
There's the pass to Banton. From deep, Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Banton. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Fades and shoots. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's MP. It's tipped. Up top, Flynn. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And MP throws it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Knocked loose, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Banton. A 3 ball. They get it back. Off target at the rim. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Green is right there. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Dosunmu.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
MP, that's for 2. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Young slams it home.
Boy, how about the strength by Thaddeus Young on that dunk? My goodness gracious.
MP outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Banton. Young taking his time here. To the left side wing. 4 on the clock. No problems knocking that one down.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
MP outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee.
Wow, you really showed out tonight. Is this the best game of your young career?
Thanks, John. I was just happy to contribute to this victory. I really don't get caught up in all the individuals' numbers. My eyes are always on the final score.
Well, you certainly helped take care of that tonight as well. What can you say about the team effort, though, tonight?
It was a great team effort. We managed to channel the intensity of the crowd into our play and really locked in on defense. Oh, and on offense, we were knocking down open looks. I got a couple open shots to fall. We were able to pull away.